Now listen, this is the spillway where the Guadalupe River drains out of Canyon Lake. I'll show you guys the spectacular power of water. Check that out. That's really something. Lots of fish that are getting forced out of that against their will, and then there's some that are coming through on their own on a quieter side. But all those fish that are getting forced out tumbled over the concrete and the rocks. They're easy pickings. All right, so here's what's up. Game warden came over, which is always a good thing. He checked on everybody's license, checked on mine, and then he told me, he said, what are you using for bait? Or he asked me, what are you using for bait? I said, well, correct me, sir, if I'm wrong. I thought this stretch of the river was artificials only. And he goes, that's partially true. He said 800 yards downstream, which is about, he actually pointed to the boulders that we were climbing on earlier. He said, from there on it's artificials. Here, you can use baits. And the guy who was fishing here earlier today that we walked past a little while ago, he left. When he left, I thought the fish just aren't biting today, even the locals aren't having luck. And the game warden's like, no, that guy left because he already caught his full limit of rainbows. Okay, so we come over here. This is what we got. A little red label. Salmon eggs. This is tried and true method of catching trout. This is actually the bait I used the only time I ever caught a freshwater trout in Colorado. So what we're going to do is get some of these on a very small hook, just like so. Just 2 BB shot. This is 6-pound fluorocarbon, by the way. Very, very light. Very, very hard to see. And I'm just going to let it drift down to the bottom. I'm going to touch ledger it. I think a float in this current would just get bumped up against the wall. And I want this down near the bottom where those trout are going to be hiding. So let's get this in the water and see and pray and hope that we get something on the line. That's the bait. Drop it down. My fingers on the line feel. Okay, I'm going to put 1 or 2 more BB shot on. My hope that they'll blend in with the rocks a little bit. And that bright red of those eggs will draw the fish in. You won't see the shot. If it's suspended, if it's just sitting in the mid-water column, they're going to see that. But if it's sitting on the bottom, I think they'll go unnoticed. We'll get a few more of these on. You gotta use small BB shot when you're working with such a small line. Because what happens, if you try to use the larger SSG shot, they're too big, they just slide up and down. So that's a lot. Hopefully that should hold bottom. And that should be what the trout sees. Kind of just bounce it up, fluttering a little bit. You try to cast it right there. There's a little boil where the water's kind of slack. Current's not quite as strong, it'll sink faster in that spot. Fish on. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, always wet your hands before handling a trout. Their skin is very sensitive to temperature. So just get some of that cold water off the ground. Let me show you this guy. Whew. Beautiful rainbow trout. Look at that. Only the second one I've ever caught. First one I've ever filmed. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colors on that fish. From head to tail, what an aptly named animal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Took it on the drop. I was finally able to weigh it down enough to sink it, and bam, he took it. Just lovely. Let's get him back. What a fantastic looking animal. Beautiful from head to tail. Let's toss him back in that water. Free to fight another day. There we go. That's what we did it with. A sliding link ledger. Coming down to this. Drop it back in, see what happens. Check out this gorgeous fish. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Oh, this one is lovely. There we go. It's our very slippery second fish of the day. Woo! Look at the colors on that. This is a lovely fish, purple and green. Ugh. These trout are beautiful. And by the way, there have been multiple fishermen come down here, give up, and go back. I've been down here in this one spot for about 4 hours now. And this is why you wait. This is why you wait. Because patience pays off in the game of angling. That's what it's about. Oh God, what a fantastic, fantastic fish. He's ready to go. Third fish. Third fish, the bite is coming alive. Look at that, fantastic. Oh man, these guys are just great. Beautiful fish, absolutely gorgeous animal. Look at those eyes. God, fish do not come any prettier than trout. They really don't. Let's get them back. These guys don't last long. Awesome. Let's get the bait back out. Lovely, lovely animal. Another great trout. This one's bleeding just a little bit, so I want to get him back fast. But the colors on these fish just are almost impossible to beat. Fantastic animal. Absolutely beautiful. I don't think we could have a better day or a better ending to the day if we tried. 4 beautiful rainbow trout. To be honest, I was gonna consider ourselves lucky if we just got one. All the locals I ran into today said today was a slow day. Weren't gonna catch anything, but we did. Perseverance, patience, and very, very detailed planning paid off today in a big, big way, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't have picked a more beautiful spot either. This area up here around New Braunfels is just absolutely gorgeous. You couldn't paint a prettier picture. I'm happy with today's catches, all of which swam free, by the way. There is a catch and keep daily bag limit of 5 here, but catch and release only for today's videos. I think I'm gonna pack in the rods, and I'll see you guys later.